You know how when you get back from 2 weeks of vacation, everybody has a story to tell you about their vacation and what they did. And so Gorilla comes in during the commercials with the most bizarre story. And you know that he was getting his crank yanked. Come in here, Gorilla. Tell Robin. Did he tell you this?
What happened to him? No.
Here comes Gungadeen. Gungadeen.
Who took him now?
I hope I'm getting yanked.
Of course you're getting yanked. So you know the girl who was on our New Year's Eve pageant who died, her name was Debbie Tay.
Yes.
She was a beautiful girl, young girl. We used to call her Debbie Tay, the space alien. She died a couple of weeks ago. And turns out one of our good friends was that guy Chauncey, who was a reporter.
Stepping out.
Right. So Gorilla evidently hangs out with all of them. So Gorilla, tell your story.
Chauncey and Debbie's sister went to go pick up, Debbie's remains. She requested to be cremated. Thank you.
Don't help him, Fred. It's funny that he doesn't know.
What would have come out of it?
But she requested to be cremated, so they went to go pick up her remains from wherever. And instead of getting an urn, they got a box. And they open up the box, and it's basically
ashes.
No, Debbie's bones. And they said we don't grind the bones here. You got to take them somewhere else. And handed Debbie and Chauncey a box of Debbie's bones. And then Chauncey, on top of that, goes and instead of like proceeding to do whatever, puts them on his dresser and just keeps them there. And now he wants to make a necklace.
Oh, please.
I'm not, but he's a real bizarre guy. I wouldn't put it past him. But
you know when you're being yanked.
I hope he's being yanked.
What is it, Gary?
Your mom's on the phone. I'm not sure why.
Well, could we go back to now what we were talking about?
Back to the bones of Debbie Tay. Yeah. So Gorilla comes to me this morning and goes, "You're not going to believe this. Chauncey went to get Debbie Tay's bones and went to get her remains in a box, and they went to the place, and they got the box, and it was her bones.
It wasn't annoying. It was a box.
When you take a body for cremation, they can't hand you back the skull and the bones. He says
let's find out.
And what did he say? And what did he say to you about the skull?
That he pretty much has what he figured out to be Debbie's skull.
Oh.
And you believe that? And what is he doing with the skull?
Let's ask him. What
did he do with the skull?
Dude, he was kind of. It's on his dresser.
He says the skull is Debbie Tay's skull is on his dresser.
Ask him. Yes, please.
Chauncey.
Are you snowing me, dude?
This is very sacrilegious that we're talking about this.
What do you mean sacrilegious? Are you doing
that? What religion are you?
Yeah. All of a sudden, Chauncey's religious.
Pope Chauncey.
Yeah.
Are you snowing me?
No. Wait. I guess it's okay to talk about this. Debbie would like it, but it still makes me feel weird.
You
Dude, it's on your dresser.
On your dresser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't understand something. You went. They cremated her, right?
Right.
This is a lie.
All right. Well, it's a lie then.
You could bring her skull in?
I don't know if that's the right thing to do.
It isn't. It isn't the right thing for you to have her skull on your dresser.
When you get someone cremated, aren't you supposed to get ashes back,
of course.
like cigarette ashes?
Yes.
Well, if I had glue, I can put Debbie back together again.
What?
You have a full skeleton, is what you're telling us.
They know. Usually they pulverize the bone into ash.
Right.
This place didn't do that. They skipped the process, so there are.
Wait a minute, we got to hear from somebody in the industry what the rules are.
Well, I called a couple of places to see if they screwed up, and they said every crematorium has their own way of doing it, and some places pulverize the bone and some don't.
I never heard of this. And
give you back a box of bones?
It was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life.
So then why would you take all the bones in the skull and put it on your dresser?
Well, people have urns in their home of people who they loved. I love Debbie, so I have an urn with her remains. Her remains aren't ash, though.
No, but you have her skull and everything on your dresser.
There are pieces like the size of my hand.
What?
There are pieces like the size of my hand.
There are pieces the size of your hand. Her skull is the size of your hand?
Well, pieces of it, yeah.
And you see something and you say, I think this is part of her skull.
Oh, you can tell. Yeah, you can tell what it is.
And he said there's dried blood on the bones.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, I never heard of that. You sure it was on chicken bones? Someone had a box of chicken and threw it in there?
I know, because we opened the box up and we're looking at it and we're like, that must be styrofoam. Big chunks of styrofoam. That can't be Debbie. And as we opened up the wrappings, we were like, oh, my God.
He wants to make a necklace.
Hey, and then what about that? You want to make a necklace out of Debbie?
Not an entire necklace. I was going to make a cross out of one of the bones. And
you think that's right?
I don't know. I think so.
Dude, I told you you're sick, man.
And what is he doing with the bones? Isn't there family members?
Why wouldn't the sister keep them?
They split them up, I think.
Oh.
She only had
leg bone
all
for you,
she had
leg bone
was
for you.
sister and I. She had really had no one else. So
it's only like a week until he's like the priest at the Church of Debbie.
Yeah, right.
I think they got into a fist fight over the skull.
No, that's bad. Hey, what happened to the E show? I thought they were going to do like a memorial.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll get to it.
But
hey Howard, you know how weird Chauncey is? John said he was out at a club last week, and Chauncey's got that ridiculous tattoo on his back.
Yeah.
You know, that whole phrase.
So he walks around with his shirt off?
Yeah, so John said he saw Chauncey on the dance floor dancing with no shirt on.
Yeah, so people can see his ridiculous tattoo.
Spin Magazine, whole photo shoot that night.
Yeah, because you're whacked out. What is it?
Sound whacked out?
What does it say about your back?
What fails to kill me only serves to make me stronger.
Yeah, that's tattooed into his back. Full size. Well, of course, guys who get tattoos like that now feel that everyone should see them. So they start ripping their shirt off. Now, here's a guy not with a good physique.
Right.
He's kind of chubby.
No, I've gotten much better. I've been working out.
He's kind of chubby. So he's running around a club with his shirt off. Looking ridiculous.
Not kind of chubby.
And now now you know what his new thing is now. He's got inside information on the Carol Shia case. Did you see him on the news?
No.
He claims the police came to him with a fake warrant. I don't know. Chauncey's always involved in something.
All I know is he says he has Debbie's bones.
Here, bring him in here.
You want me to bring Debbie's bones to the studio?
Yeah, I want to see him.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I'd have to ask her sisters. I mean, that's...
So fine, ask your sister.
Debbie loved coming in here.
Yeah, Debbie did look... Yeah, I miss her so much.
All right, well...
We all do.
Look at you dressing.
But... I know, I have like a little temple. I have a little altar for Debbie. I have all her pictures, and I have the urn. And when, like, girls come over, people come over... Like, in fact, Channel 7 did a report to my bedroom the other day because there's a Carol Shea thing.
Yeah.
And Tim Dolan, the reporter, he's in my bedroom and he sees this altar for Debbie and he goes, "Who's the chick?" I'm like, "That's Debbie Tate from Howard Stern Show." He goes, "What's in the box?" I go, "That's Debbie."
Oh, man. He probably ran out of there.
That was a quick report.
Tim Minton looks like a real big pussy.
Yo, he didn't get laid a couple times because girls got freaked out by that.
Really?
Yeah, they get creeped out, but I don't care.
Yeah. You mean they didn't get freaked out by your tattoo?
No, I'm telling you, the girls like that. It's like, they like anything different. And I'm not that best-looking guy, so when you have something like that,
He does get a lot of chicks.
Does he?
Yeah.
So this helped you, is what you're saying?
So you're not BSing. You basically
No,
have her
I
bones.
wish I was. Because I'm as surprised as you were. I thought you get ashes, like you kind of sprinkle into the sea and you throw off the roof.
Yeah, of course.
If I threw this off a roof, it would kill somebody.
Yeah. How much does it weigh? I mean,
well, we split it, so I only got half.
so how much did the box weigh? Would you
It was
guess?
heavy. It was like a brick, like a giant, like a ton of bricks in this box.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it rattled and everything?
Yeah, well, you know what the worst part was?
And did you say to the guy at the crematorium, "Hey, dude, aren't I supposed to just get ashes, like in a little urn?"
Yeah, that's what we
So
said.
you have to buy the urn, you know?
Yeah,
that's
fine.
Like a coffin.
All right, that I
They
understand.
don't give you the urn. You have to buy it.
Right,
But
right.
obviously they didn't invest in an urn.
No, I did. I went out and got an urn. Because
Now you-
Debbie and I had to split it. We had to split, so I had to take a spoon and put half into my urn.
Spooned out Debbie.
You spooned Debbie into
I
an
almost
urn?
passed out. My legs got weak. I almost fainted.
Oh,
And then you
man.
took half her bones,
Yeah.
and now you've got her bones displayed out on your drawer,
Yeah.
on your dresser drawer.
Yeah.
And girls come over and they get disgusted and leave, but you still insist on leaving her out.
Right.
It's great.
I'm not over it yet. I'm having a rough time. I'm
Yeah.
having a real rough time with this.
Well, I would have a rough time if her bones were laying on my drawer.
Yeah, but I feel like I'm still close. I feel I can't give her up yet.
It's like necrophilia.
Listen to him. He knew her for about 3 weeks.
Yeah.
No, Robin, how can you say that? Robin, that's a lie. That's an absolute lie.
All right, 4 weeks.
Debbie and I were together for a year, every single day of our lives for 1 year.
Oh.
And I'm the one that took her to hospitals. I'm the one that was with her when she was sick every single day,
People who have
keeping
been
her alive.
married a lifetime get over it sooner.
Why don't you marry her bones? I can get a priest up here when you come in.
A witch doctor.
Yeah, I'll do the ceremony. I'm a certified minister.
Wear a grass skirt.
Yeah.
For a certified nut.
It'll be like Jackie's wedding. We'll wear grass skirts.
No, come
Put one
on.
of Debbie's bones in your nose.
You have to be respectful. You got to be respectful.
I never heard. Hey, have you ever heard of a crematorium handing you back bones?
I called around. I asked. They said it's unusual. But at some crematoriums, that's how it's a bad crematorium. That's what they do.
But wait a minute. Let me ask you about the box. Was the box just like some little old cardboard thing with something stamped on the side?
Yeah,
It was a pizza box.
It was like a heavy plastic box, and everything was in wrappings, like clear wrappings.
Yeah.
And when you open it up, all this stuff is just there, like big chunks of styrofoam.
Wow.
And I said, well, there must be the ash must be underneath the styrofoam.
How do you know it's all Debbie? I mean, in this.
Yeah.
Don't even say that.
Oh, man. That could be.
I have some homeless guy sitting on some old homeless guy sitting on my dresser.
And she was a real piece of ass. I wouldn't put it past them, like Mortician to keep her body at home. I mean, like, just give you some.
Give you somebody else.
Can you imagine I have somebody else's bones on my...
Yeah.
Don't even say it. I can't even think.
You've been making out with the wrong skull.
German Shepherd.
Oh, no.
Imagine we show the skull on the E! show, and then a vet calls it, and it says that's a German skull of a German Shepherd. Wolf jaw. Somebody ran off with her body.
No.
Yeah.
Let's say that.
Hey, that probably happens.
No, it can't be that way.
When a guy sees a hot piece of ass come in like that.
No, but I don't think she looked that great when she came in.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No.
I don't think it's anything.
In all fairness.
Well, it's their job to restore her.
Right, to her natural beauty.
Yeah, well, if we had some glue now, we could restore her.
Is that right?
Yeah.
You have that much?
Don't have that.
You have that much?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
You got to bring this
What?
in. Let us see it.
Bought her a dress.
Right.
Here, try this on. It's really nice.
You could have done a better job burning her yourself.
Yeah, you could use a big light and done a better job. You're right.
Just sit her out in your backyard for a while.
Yeah, I actually thought of taking it somewhere to get pulverized, so I have ash.
I took it to the
Of
beach.
course you should do that.
Come to my house, we'll have a barbecue and finish the job.
Jackie, that's disgusting.
He's got bones sitting up on his dresser, and he thinks anything we say is.
I don't know. It seems kind of wrong for you to have Debbie Tay's skull on your dresser
But
drawer.
people, Courtney Love has Kurt Cobain's remains on her mantelpiece.
But they're ashes.
Yeah, it's not my fault they didn't make it ashes.
Why don't you take it someplace and, pulverize
It is his fault that he picked through and picked out the biggest piece of bone.
Right.
It was on top. I took a spoon and had to fill my urine up, and that was on top.
Save a little for your coffee.
It is disgusting. I'm telling you, it is absolutely disgusting.
It's sacrilegious, if you ask me.
It is.
You know what, man? I go I have an office in my house, and I decorated it with the skulls of animals,
Right.
and because I'm the decorator from hell. But it looks kind of cool. It looks like artwork. But then I was in the store, and the guy said to me, "Hey, Howard, you're really into skulls. I'm going to sell you a human skull." I said, "Oh, what do you mean, a replica?" He goes, No. This is a Chinese woman. Check this out. Look at the teeth. It's like Baba Booey.
Oh.
So I look at this thing, and I go, I said, that's pretty cool. He says, yeah, you stick a cigar in the mouth. It's funny. So I started looking at it, and I said, this is a woman, like, probably had kids and lived sometime. I said, it seems wrong to use her as an ornament for my office.
Yeah. Jokes.
Yeah. I mean, for goof. And it just seems wrong. Like she should have a final resting place. And this is coming from a guy with no morality. So it doesn't seem right to me that Debbie Tay should be sitting on your dresser.
She loved me, and I loved her. I think she'd want to be on my dresser. Maybe she wouldn't.
She was into some weird stuff.
When she has to be cremated, I don't think she thought she'd come back in chunks.
Yeah, be on Chauncey's dresser. Chauncey, who knew her for a year.
Yeah, but no one. We were best friends. No one knew her like I knew her.
Yeah,
Nobody.
you were best friends with her because she was a piece of ass. You were hoping to get laid.
No.
Yeah. Oh no, none of that. And plus, she was a lesbian, so you were hoping you'd get to watch some lesbian.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Yeah.
That part's true.
Yeah. Like you would have been friends with her if she was ugly.
No, that had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was the only one who was willing to be my friend.
We understand now.
Her up. What?
We understand that now.
You never slept with her?
We slept in the same bed together.
You get anything off her?
We
boy.
talk about it.
What'd you do? You made out?
No, I don't want to talk about it.
What'd you do? Did you make out with her?
No.
How far did you get?
Stuff, crazy stuff.
Now she can't say no.
Debbie had some weird sexual.
What'd you do with her?
No.
Spill the beans.
Spill the beans.
Nope.
Come on, John.
Nope.
Too late, man.
Her bones are listening.
Yeah, right. Cover her
All
bones.
right, go into another
Her eye
room.
socket's staring at him.
that kind of stuff gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Who's got the good part?
She's only been gone for
Who's got
3
the
months.
pelvis?
I bet you he does.
It takes years to get over somebody's death.
Yeah, well, it's not going to be easy with her body laying there in that room with
That's
you.
what somebody told me. That I should take all the pictures down and remove everything. I'm
Well,
never going to get over it.
pictures are one thing, but they have the actual for her to be an ornament to your dresser.
Yeah, hang on the Christmas tree.
If you're really close to someone and they die, you live together, you say, get rid of the clothing.
Yeah.
Chauncey's keeping her bones.
Yeah, well, you know what? At this point, it's a goof. At this point, he's doing it to be cool.
Yeah, that's real cool. Like,
yeah.
I feel really
like
cool.
Like something different.
Yeah, that's different.
He's just trying to be cool.
Anything to be cool.
Yeah, anything to be cool.
He's going to make a necklace out of his friend.
Yeah.
Not a necklace.
Oh, that's what you told me.
I want a little, maybe like, you get a chain and you put like a little piece.
It's called a necklace.
Yeah, that's right.
You guys think you know everything, but you don't know anything about Debbie and I and how close we were.
I knew as
you
much.
You assume it for comedy, for like a comedy, but you assume that, you know.
Hey, let me tell you something, dude.
What?
How far did you get with her sexually? So,
no, I'll never.
She was such a good friend. Meanwhile, you were trying to get in her pants every 2 seconds.
That's not true. No, see, that's what I mean. You
yeah.
Get
so how far
like
did you ever kiss her?
Show a face.
Did you ever kiss her in your bed?
No.
All right. Did you ever go to third base with her?
What's third base? What do
you know what that means?
No.
With your finger.
No. I don't think so.
What do you mean?
Yeah, okay. So
I don't want to talk about the sex part, all right, please?
Yeah. Oh, you don't want to talk about it.
The woman is
dead. So don't tell me you're a friend.
She's dead.
You were trying to get in her pants.
This is what you did to her when she was alive.
If I was trying to get in Debbie's pants, I wouldn't. No, you don't understand. You don't understand something. The last few months of Debbie's life, she was not someone whose pants you want to get into. It was pathetic. It was sad. It was very sad.
What was so sad?
She was dying.
Of what?
Of heroin.
She died of heroin?
Yeah.
Well, the heroin was killing her.
It was killing her, and it was to watch that beautiful girl deteriorate.
All right, listen, I don't want to get into this because it's early in the morning. I got a lot of stuff to get to.
Right.
All I know is you have her bones on your dresser.
That's correct.
And that seems weird to me.
Well, a lot of people have their...
And I never heard of a crematorium giving back the bones.
Hey, blame them. Don't blame me. A lot of people have...
Did they carry her foot around for good luck?
Dick, do you have the foot?
I don't think I think it,
on the keychain.
The foot was in the bottom of the box.
What?
The foot was in the bottom of the box. I didn't get that though.
You mean when they put her in the box, the
head's on top and the foot's on the bottom.
Wow. Did you like? Is your whole rib cage and everything?
You can tell what things are.
Oh man, you got to bring stuff in.
You got to bring that in.
I'll talk to the sister because I don't know if they might get really upset over that.
Yeah, well, I don't blame them, but at least we should see what's going on.
Do they know you have her displayed?
Yeah, of course they do. What am I supposed to... It's not displayed like... What am I supposed to do with it?
You're supposed to take it to a real crematorium and have her burned completely.
He told me he was charging kids 50 cents to take a look.
Shut up. I did not realize that.
Did he really?
No.
What did you take her to? Crematoriums are us?
They're back at 7-Eleven.
I might put her in my movie.
Yeah, I never heard...
Ask the family if they'll allow that.
I never heard of anything like this either. I thought you got, like, ashes. But people have urns in their homes. There's nothing unusual about that.
No, urns I can understand.
They're tiny.
No, look, this is silly. Bring in the bones so I can see what's doing.
All right.
All right, thank you, Chauncey.
Okay, guys. Oh, by the way.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Can I tell you something?
Right.
That Robin's cover and Stepping Out was the highest...
You don't want to hear about that?
Oh, please. Silly Stepping Out. It's a magazine he publishes out of his house.
It was the highest something.
It was the highest, all right. Nut.
He's high.
He couldn't tell if that magazine was the highest of anything anyway.
We're listening to a guy who has bones on his
Yeah.
You know
who publishes a magazine out of his own house, and then he's going to tell you about circulation? He gives it away in supermarkets.
That's right. It was the highest giveaway.
Yeah.
But more disgusting than the fact that he says his bones is saying that they divided. Did you ever hear dividing
Spooning out
there must be a law against that. It's absolutely.
I'll get to the bottom of this. Don't worry about it. All right, Gorilla, thanks for the story. I got to take a break. When we come back, we'll take phone calls.
Amazing that he wasn't being duped.
No.
Oh.
I missed that. I didn't hear what you said.
That's all right. We'll be back right after these words. Cleveland, you're on the air.
Hey, how you doing?
All right, man.
Hey, I got some information for you about crematories if you want.
All right, quickly.
I used to work for a place that makes them. What do you want to know? Anything.
Are you okay?
Well, I'm kind of got a frog in my throat there.
Okay.
Yeah. Why don't you put them in the crematorium and burn them? Get rid of them.
If there's a good burn, if the crematory makes a good burn, most of the bones will disintegrate. The skull will sort of fall on top of itself.
Yeah.
Just the weight of the entire body. It implodes and stuff like that.
So when you get the ashes from the crematorium, you shouldn't have a skull in there.
Well, what happens is they drag it out into a pan and they put it into what is called a pulverizer. It's kind of like a mill.
Right, and they pulverize it down into ash.
Well, actually, you don't get the ashes. All you get is the bones.
Right, but it's so pulverized that it looks like sand.
It kind of looks like sparkly sand.
Yeah, so the point is that this guy, you'll go to a crematorium and they give you back a full skeleton.
Nah.
You've never heard of that, right?
Correct. There's only like bits and pieces.
Yeah, you shouldn't have hand-sized pieces.
Yeah.
Right.
He's got the girl's skull on his...
Right, he picked it out before they drug out the body.
Yeah, all right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Drug out the body. What the hell, we having a grammar.